Are we on?
I mean, define.
How's the audio? Are we good?
As far as I know.
Feel that.
We'll get.
Is that cold or what?
That is cold.
It's freezing outside.
Don't touch me. Stop touching me.
You going to talk to HR?
Stop touching me. Yeah. I need to file a report.
Separate us. Yeah, it's Wednesday. What is today, the 26th?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's thick frost out there.
It's great.
For this Wednesday,
May.
April 26th.
It's almost May.
You know what it is? You opened your pool too darn early.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And brought on the frost.
Well, aren't you opening your pool soon?
Well, today.
Yeah. Today's
so
your
after
day.
today.
Today's your day, bro.
After today. Don't call me bro.
Okay. You don't touch me, and I won't call you bro.
All right. It's Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Jordan Genso, the official GIGO realtor. And before we get things started, I saw a study that said the average American utters their first swear word of the day by 10:54 a.m. I'm above average. How about you?
Very above average. I think pretty much when I start to get out of bed is my first swear word. It's quiet. I mean, my wife is still sleeping, but it's there.
It's uttered or thought.
Yeah.
You know, under the breath. When I saw my car and all the frost, I'm like, this is thick frost, and I'm sure that a curse word or two may have come out of my mouth.
It's understandable.
All right. Let's get.
But 10:54 is the average.
Yeah, before noon. Okay. I mean,
who are these people?
You're starting way too late. Are you sleeping in? What's the problem?
What are you, a nun?
No, priests and nuns, they don't swear until after lunch.
Oh, okay.
It's a post-lunch swearing.
All right, okay.
Coming up today, we've got your 2-cent history lesson. We'll see if we got a winner in last night's Tuesday night trivia.
We'll be talking with Anna Oginsky from the Brighton Light House. There's an event coming up for women, different speakers and events and things like that, so we'll get some details on that.
And, of course, local news brought to you by our friends at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A contractor from Livingston County has been charged by state authorities with fraud for work he did in the city of Detroit. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announced criminal enterprise and false pretense charges have been filed against 50-year-old David McDonald of Howell. McDonald's accused of fraudulently billing the city over $1 million for backfilled dirt used to demolish properties that he obtained at no cost, but it came from contaminated sources. In 2017, McDonald was employed by the Denman Company to lead the company's demolition program. His responsibilities included finding backfill for all the demolition sites. The contract made Denman responsible for backfilling those sites. Officials say McDonald repeatedly claimed to have paid for dirt used at the sites, but he was using free dirt, free contaminated dirt.
Oh, well, if it was just free dirt, that would be different.
So he allegedly received over $1.1 million. I should say the company he worked for received over $1.1 million for reimbursement for the backfill material. But, of course, they were charging for dirt that they obtained for free, and it was also, contaminated. So
I didn't know dirt was worth so much.
Well, Attorney General Nessel said the crimes are a scam against the people of Detroit and an abuse of public funds, and said that her office had a responsibility to protect public funds from abuse and to protect already vulnerable neighborhoods from environmental attacks. McDonald, who is charged with conducting a criminal enterprise and 11 counts of false pretenses, was charged in Wayne County's 36th District Court. Future dates have yet to be set. The former Genoa Township Oak Point wastewater treatment plant has been identified as having PFAS levels above state standards. Follow-up testing of several nearby homes is scheduled for next month. PFAS are a large group of human-made chemicals that have been widely used in firefighting foam, stain repellents, and other issues. They don't easily break down in the environment and are known to be a human contaminant with links to various cancers. Michigan adopted tougher new standards in 2020. Groundwater samples were collected by Genoa Township's consultant in June and August of 2022. The highest results were 19 parts per trillion for PFOA and 20 parts per trillion for PFAS. Did you write those numbers down? And those do exceed the new limits that Michigan set. Because of those results...
How much? Yeah. 1 in 19 millions?
I'll write this down. 19 parts per trillion.
19
That's
parts.
for PFOA.
PFOA.
20 parts per trillion for PFAS. PFOS. I'm sorry. That's PFOS.
Got it.
So the PFOA and the PFOS are all part of the PFAS, or PFAS.
Right on.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And you can tell me what PFOA is, right?
Oh, PFOA.
It's the perfluorooctanoic acid.
Oh, yeah.
And PFOS is perfluorooctane sulfonate.
I was going to say it was probably sulfate.
Thank you, Professor.
It had something to do with sulfate because that's the stinky stuff.
Well, yeah,
it smells like farts.
That's how they found it. They were like, what's going on around here? Yeah. So anyway,
Smells like the paper factory on D19.
Anyway, because of the results, the plant was added last week to Michigan's PFAS Action Response Team website. There'll be follow-up testing at 7 homes that are on Glenway Drive, just to make sure that the contamination does not reach their wells. They have reverse osmosis water treatment for those homes, but they're going to just double check that. That testing will be done early next month. And 2 Howell Public School Board members have been recognized for their commitment for excellence. Courtney Terrara and Crystal Zurich earned awards from the Michigan Association of School Boards. Terrara, Howell Board of Education Vice President, earned a MASB Level 3 award for distinction, honoring a board member who's completed Levels 1 and 2, a total of 4 advanced certified board member award classes, and a minimum of 208 education credits. Zurich, Howell Board of Education trustee, earned a Level 1 Certified Board Member Award for completing all 100 level CBA classes and a Level 2 award for merit for completing Level 1 and 45 education credits. Howell School Superintendent Aaron McGregor said board members are deeply committed to their role in the district, and that commitment's highlighted by Courtney and Crystal's desire to improve their skills and depth of knowledge by completing several MASB courses. You'll find complete details and other information on our website, MikeandJohnPodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Open despite the construction, ready to take care of you when it comes to your jewelry needs. Matter of fact, their restyling event is going on this Saturday and this Sunday. You choose from hundreds of settings and diamonds brought in just for this event. If you make an appointment, you'll receive $100 toward your purchase of $500 or more at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. You can upgrade, restyle, remount, or even add some color during the restyling event. Again, that's going on this weekend, the 29th and 30th. That's Saturday and Sunday at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. You can find out more on their website, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com, or find them on Facebook. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, sponsors of our newscast here on Mike and John Got It Going On.
Now, I do want to let you know, our sound engineer, Nikki, has given us the thumbs up.
Thanks, Nikki.
That's fine.
Yeah,
we got
in last night's trivia, I pointed out that the audio would be improved because the vacuum has been put away.
Yes, so
you deserve an explanation.
Heard many. Hey, the first few minutes of the yesterday's show, the audio was very low, and it did finally, kick in. So, and I was trying to. It bothered me. I'm like, why?
Nobody could even tell it bothered you.
So. I always keep it. I'm always so under the vest. I always keep my emotions to myself. Let's go. Ready to flip this table over.
Figure this thing out.
F this thing. So
temper tantrum was had.
After I didn't rise to temper tantrum.
No,
level.
it was close.
Not
though.
until you left.
It was an inside. It was an inside tantrum.
So I realized after the show, I look and I go, the power strip that everything's plugged into was turned off, and I'm like, what?
Sabotage.
I'm like, how did that? So I'm like, how did it? And so. Basically, I asked my wife, and I looked down and I saw, this studio doesn't look right. It's abnormally clean.
Yeah.
And so
I did notice that.
I go,
yesterday.
were you down in the studio? And she said, yeah, I came down to vacuum.
Well, we can't have any vacuuming in the studio.
I was like, first
on.
of all, we're going to have to be like our gang and put up a no girls allowed with like the G backwards,
That probably meant something that we don't know about.
I mean, except for Mondays when Cougar's here, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But, so it was a vacuuming issue.
Yeah.
So automatically, I accidentally turned off the power strip, and then you don't care. Anyway, it's fixed.
So we got that going for us.
Yeah, we got that going on.
In Tuesday Night Trivia, brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products.
Yes, not dreaming about it.
Or praying and planning to win the lottery.
Okay.
Now, if I win it, I could do this.
Yeah.
3 hours a week. Might be more productive actually doing something. Suzanne said driving.
Right.
Not if you're on 96. That's like 2 days.
Carol said taking a shower. So if there's let's assume you're taking a shower every day.
Maybe twice a day if you're a dirty girl.
That'd be
wow. If you're a dirty person.
Wow.
Maybe if you have a dirty job.
So that'd be just under 20 minutes. Like that'd be like would it be 15 minutes?
An average of 15 minutes a day?
15 to 20 minutes. You gotta do that.
That's too much.
Yeah, I guess.
Christine said preparing food. Sherilyn said cooking. It had nothing to do with food.
Right. Christine said texting.
Yeah, that could, Yeah. Some people are always
Now,
texting.
you could do our answer via texting.
Yes, you could.
Not necessarily. You could do it other ways too, but texting would be one way you could do it. But texting is not the answer.
Andrew said using the restroom.
Deciding what to wear, said Katie. You know how tough that is for us guys.
It is kind of tough. Yeah, because if it's the
grab
average
a t-shirt
person
in the dark. Okay.
Well, especially when we do a podcast and we have the video on, I kind of think, what did I wear this last
Right. I mean,
Wednesday?
we're old radio guys.
So
for
it didn't
decades
really
we worked
matter.
in radio where it just did not matter what you wore. And now
How will this color
it
look
apparently
against the background?
It apparently still does not matter.
Not really. Karen said doing dishes, looking at your image in the mirror, said Steve.
Right. Debbie said commuting to work.
Let's see. We had one that was close. Somebody said complaining,
Right.
and then Pamela got it with complaining about their job or work.
Specifically complaining
About
about work.
work. Yeah.
Now, like we said, you could
So is that?
do that via texting. You could do that via many different ways. I would be over Aaron.
Are you complaining about this? Are you complaining about your coworkers here at GIGO?
Not till you leave.
Then you're talking to yourself.
or my wife. She rolls her eyes. Oh, my God. Again with that.
So congratulations to Pamela getting it right. Complaining about your job or work. So we appreciate Firehouse Stores being our OG sponsor and sponsor of your daily trivia question throughout the week here at Mike and John Got It Going On. Of course, Firehouse Stores, family-owned and operated business striving to treat each customer like family. Mike Witt, proud U.S. Air Force veteran. Firehouse Stores, your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs.
Those are your RSODs.
For the past 22 years, too. Firehouse Stores has been Livingston County's only authorized
Right.
CHI overhead door.
See, there was
supplier.
3 years at the beginning.
They didn't have
They
them.
were they
Were they unauthorized to sell them, or
No, I don't think so.
they got their authorization?
And then they realized,
be a distributor.
we have to have the best doors.
Exactly.
So they went to CHI overhead doors for your rolling steel overhead door needs, also known as your RSODs.
Correct.
There'll be a quiz later.
Look, I'm still working on the PFAS and the PFODs and the POAs and whatever that else I had to take notes on. Firehouse Stores, give them a call today, 810-599-7480. All right. Coming up, there's an event.
There is an event.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to someone who's in charge of that event. All right.
Yes, we are. We're talking about Anna Oginsky.
I knew you'd get it sooner or
From
later.
the Brighton Light House. I sent you the information.
Well, I know, but I had other information up on the screen here. I only have one screen. I need more screens. Yeah, you start complaining about work.
Coming up May 19th, there'll be an event at the Brighton Light House called Women's Wellness Advance, nurturing women and our wellness in mind, body, and spirit. And joining us now, Anna Oginsky from Brighton Light House. Good
Anna,
morning.
can we shorten the title to this?
We can just call it the Women's Wellness Advance.
There
How's
you
that?
go. Okay. All right. Well,
Good
see,
morning.
we're
Good morning.
guys and we're pretty simplistic. You know.
If you need it even simpler, you can call it the WWA.
Oh,
How's that?
Wow. It sounds like
WWA
wrestling.
or the WWD
What's the D for?
Wellness Day.
No, it's
Oh, well, there
Women's
you go.
Women's Wellness Day.
Women's
and
Wellness
Fine Art
Advance.
Show.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
May 19th at the Brighton Light House, and it's a day-long collection of programs designed to provide women with practical tools to help achieve a peaceful mind, healthy body, and joyful spirit, which, maybe you can explain a little bit more about how this came about and how you hope to achieve that.
Sure. Yeah. So it came about. So my background is in social work, and many years ago, when I was sitting in one of our graduate school classes, I was learning about all of the barriers that people face to achieve health and wellness. And a lot of that is just having to hustle and bustle around it to, identify different resources. And after COVID and the pandemic, that is even harder. And women take care of about 80% of the healthcare needs of the population. So this is a way to bring a lot of resources together in one spot. And if you're local to the Livingston County or Southeast Michigan area, these are all people who practice in this area. So you spend the day with these different kind of practitioners who are talking about nutrition, hormones, foundational health, mental health, emotional health, even financial health. And then once you're done for the day, you have tools, a custom care plan that will help you continue the momentum, and also ways to contact these amazing people who work right in our area.
So it sounds like, and as you mentioned, you said 80%. Women are the ones that are providing this care. So this is a way to provide care for the caretakers.
Exactly. I love that. Yes. So it's since you're out there hustling and bustling and taking care of all this for other people, this gives you a chance to nurture yourself and identify resources. A lot of women are taking care of, and men too, but are in a situation where they're having to be caregivers for their own parents who are aging, and then also at the same time raising families and being teachers and being out in the world trying to figure out how to help young people. So when you're in that sandwich spot, it's really tough, and we just want to take out some of the legwork.
Well, it sounds like it would relieve some of the stress that goes with this. As we're in our John and I in our mid-50s, and when you have parents that, as you said,
mid-50s,
all right, maybe a little higher than that. And as you said, the wives are taking care of most of the stuff. We just kind of sit around and go, huh?
Hey, yeah, you boys go play with your little podcast. I'll take care of everything else.
But it's true. I mean, even when we were younger and had younger kids, mom did most of the stuff, and dads just did what we were told to do. Sometimes, if we remembered.
But even though dads are more involved now than they were, say, a generation or two ago. But the demands have increased. You mentioned that sandwich spot, so that sandwich generation where you're caring for aging parents.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find. Okay, I think I hear you better now.
Oh, okay. Are you there? Are we here? Anna, are you with us?
Okay, I'm there. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's fine. So I was talking about the demands on the generation now are such that like you said, that sandwich spot. So that sandwich generation. Dealing with the aging parents, and that and you have kids. But even when your kids get older, I mean, let's face it, it's no longer the case where at 18 kids are off on their own. We're still parenting our kids well beyond 18 years of age.
Right.
And so those demands increase, and women are more often than not sort of caught in
taking on the burden.
Yeah, taking on that burden.
Right.
And so
women.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
I think we're on mute.
All right. I wonder if my wife was vacuuming over at Anna's house.
I'm so sorry. No. Yeah, I'm trying to have this call and vacuum and do all.
You have a quiet vacuum.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us a little about some of the practitioners that are going to be there for the various topics that
great.
that ladies can learn about.
Yeah, so we have Dr. Tejal Joseph. She's a functional medicine doctor who's been a medical doctor taking care of families for over 20 years. And she'll be there talking about foundational health for women, just like the basics. And then Carolyn LePan is a local functional nutritionist, and she'll be talking about hormones. And then we have Sharon Marie, who's a local bodywork practitioner, and she'll be talking about energy management and how to be in the flow when you're dealing with all of these everyday demands. And then, so that's the physical wellness component. We tried to break it down into physical, mental, and emotional. And then the mental health, we have Sarah Richards, who's doing an I rest meditation that she's involved with. I had to run outside to try to get better coverage, so I'm blanking on each of the individuals. But the idea is to look at women and health as a whole picture, and so to address each of the different physical, mental, and emotional aspects of wellness, and have people there who are able to facilitate sessions and meditation and mindset, and then setting intentions and goal setting, and working on financial health.
Right. So, and as you said, it's sort of broken down into physical, mental wellness, and then
financial too.
Emotional wellness. All these different aspects that can stress out and sort of lead to this less than peaceful existence. And so hopefully over the course of this day, folks that sign up for this can sort of gain that momentum, get that equilibrium back.
Exactly. That's great. And I think nothing is truly in balance in the world, but if you can feel like you achieve some sense of balance in your life, it's a lot easier. They say put your own oxygen mask on first, fill your own bucket first, fill your own cup first. Like, take care of yourself so that you can show up for yourself and for the community and for the people in your life who are counting on you, because there are a lot of people counting on us.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those people that sign up for the day, there's some prizes that they can win. There's going to be a nice lunch. And so it's a full day.
It's a full day, and the great thing about it is that we are working with other local providers. So we have Whisk and Ivy providing a delicious, nutritious lunch, and Minerva's has donated some self-care baskets, so we can raffle those off during the day. And then we have lots of fun built into it too. We have a little scavenger hunt and just some fun activities, and also a little bit of time to kind of integrate what you're experiencing with either journaling or taking a walk around our beautiful property, or just kind of connecting with other women who are there in the same boat trying to accomplish the same things.
So build a support group too, yeah.
And so registration, it's $125 per person, but if they do that before May 1st, because on May 1st it goes up to $145, so folks want to use these last few days to register.
Get registered.
Yeah, and they can just go right to the Brighton Light House website, brightonlighthouse.com/WWA. And
see, I made it really simple for you.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. And but also the Brighton Light House. If folks have not been to the Brighton Light House, by the way, what a beautiful facility you and your husband have made that into. And have restored this historic structure and then opened it up to the community. And so there's an opportunity for folks to come and enjoy that next Friday, May 5th. There's going to be a fine art exhibition.
Yeah, this is really exciting for us. So Dan and I we own a gallery in Leland, Michigan, the Main Street Gallery, and we've been able to bring some of the art from Northern Michigan from the gallery down to Brighton Light House, and we've had it displayed around. So we wanted to give people an opportunity to see that, and we've partnered with the Brighton Art Guild and Art Ventures and the Artisans Bench to kind of come together and just celebrate art and community, there's such a strong presence of art and artists here, and we want to just shine a light on that.
All right, very good.
Absolutely.
Folks can go to brightonlighthouse.com to find out more about that as well.
Yeah, it's going to be and there isn't a cost. Some of the art will be for sale, but it's really just about community and celebrating the art.
Right. So Friday, May 5th at 6 to 9 at the Brighton Light House. And again, as Mike said, brightonlighthouse.com or the Women's Wellness Advance. And that's coming up, and people can go to the website there and register for that. So that's going to be, a full day, but a powerful day, it sounds like, and that's May 19th.
Yes, I think powerful is the best word to describe it. It's going to be fun and informative and inspiring, and I think everybody will leave feeling a little fuller and a little more at ease with what they're dealing with on a daily basis.
All right, Anna, thanks for joining us this morning. We'll let you get back inside where you can warm up a little bit. I hear the birds chirping.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. We get it. All right, so Anna Oginsky from the Brighton Light House, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, Anna. Get inside.
Take care.
All right, you too. We're brought to you by, of course, Jordan Genso, official GIGO Realtor. Jordan with RE/MAX Platinum, community servant, community realtor with over 15 years in the real estate industry as a part of the Genso team. Jordan can use his local knowledge and experience to provide you with the expertise you need when it comes to buying or selling your home. Give him a call today at 248-444-9777. You can also find Jordan on Facebook, Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor. We appreciate Jordan's support.
All right, now we have to. So my wife had some notes for us.
Oh, I didn't get any of
Well,
this.
I got the notes.
Did you read the notes?
Well, she told them to me verbally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, notes for the show.
All right,
I guess this is a new segment here.
So if you notice up on our screen now, like we were just talking about Jordan, and I've got the logo up, and I've got it in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. And because normally we put the logo, say, in the center.
Okay.
All right, so it would be like that. All right.
I wasn't at this board meeting.
Now, if you remember yesterday, I put our Mike and John logo. I had kind of put it down here.
Yeah, it was down at the bottom.
My wife didn't
where
like
I could
that.
point.
She was like, no. No. As a matter of fact, I believe she said it looks like crap.
Crap.
So she said the issue is that if we don't have the logo here.
I see.
All right, hold on. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, if we don't have the logo here.
So let me get this straight. You were actually listening and paying attention to your wife.
Yeah.
This is not the John King I know.
I want credit for that. Now, she said, if we move the logo away from the center,
yes,
then the stuff that's behind us, including Susan,
yes,
but it's off-center.
Oh, I see.
See, if you can, it's more obvious that we're not centered on our crap stuff collection.
Oh, yeah, you got to have your crap stuff collection centered.
So I'm wondering if we should move the crap stuff collection. Not Susan, of course. Susan's not part of the crap stuff collection. And to clean the lines.
Oh.
To sort of clean it up.
You know, we could put that stuff in a box and
right, I'm just,
over in the corner if you want. I don't care.
I'm just saying that.
I'm glad we're talking about this on the podcast.
Well, we have such busy lives that we don't have a chance to discuss this.
Maybe we should take a vote.
And last night I went to Colleen Gleason's book signing at the Brewery Becker.
And were people there too talking about our stuff?
Many
behind
people
us?
were there talking about things like that.
Did they say move that stuff?
They talked about the
move that bus,
the evolution of our show.
I see.
How it's a work in progress was a phrase I heard many times.
Well, life is a work in progress.
Yeah, well, it is.
So there.
So I'm thinking,
take that credit.
If we're gonna see.
Okay. I'll go over on the stairs.
Now it's centered.
Yeah. Okay.
Now then I have to. Wait.
No, you don't have to get any closer. Stop touching me.
Now it's centered, but then Susan's off kilter. All right. Anyway,
these are the things I have to deal with every day, folks.
So I'm right. Just, I was just trying to.
Glad we got that straight.
Well, yeah, we have to get things.
We'll just next time the cleaning lady comes through. With the vacuum. Just put that stuff in a hefty bag and get it the heck out of the way.
All right, I'm just saying.
All right, maybe we don't need that stuff behind
that's
us
what I'm
anymore.
saying.
Maybe you've outgrown your toys.
I'm just saying that, we're adaptable. We can change, honey. I can change, honey.
No, you can't. He's been this way for
she knows
50 some odd years.
Anyway.
All right.
I'm just saying that we're getting some feedback.
How was the book signing?
It was very fun.
Yeah. Did Colleen ask about me, or?
Oh yeah, that's all she talked about.
I thought so.
Just because she couldn't stop talking about you. She was wondering where you were. They held up the thing, like waiting for you to get there.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I was delayed in traffic.
Right. It was very good food there.
They didn't tell me there was going to be food there.
Oh, you wouldn't have liked any of it.
No.
Because it was fancy food.
Oh, was it finger food?
Yeah, it was fancy finger food.
Hold the finger out.
Look at it this way. Things wrapped in things on top of things. And I knew that wasn't that's not your scene.
Was
you would have been like,
toothpick with a little
wrappy
thing
on
there
would
have
been. There was lots of that.
Yeah,
asparagus wrapped in cheese with bacon around it. And,
there's something wrong with that.
See,
I don't know what's wrong with people.
Where's the pretzels?
Eating like that. All I need is a hot Sam pretzel and some mustard. All right.
But it was a very fun night.
Well, as we mentioned, my pool is getting opened today by Roman's Pools and Supplies, and they've been taking care of our pool needs for 7-8 years now. I think it has been, maybe longer. I can't remember. It's been such a long time, but they've been such a great company to work with. Whether there's chemical imbalances, but to take care of filter and heater needs, pool maintenance and supplies. Romans can take care of you with their 2 locations, Howell and Brighton. Get your water tested if you've got a pool. Get it tested to make sure your chemicals are balanced. That plays a big part in the mechanisms that control your heating and cooling of your pool.
Absolutely. So give them a call. In Howell, 517-545-4555 or Brighton, 810-588-4460 or online, romanspools.com.
All right, so yesterday we were talking about the Mike and John night coming up at Eternity Brewing Company.
Yes.
We're going to help raise some funds for the Walk to End Alzheimer's awareness, and we have gotten the list of the 4 different flavors.
Right, and we're going to set up a poll on our website. Hopefully by Friday we'll have that up and ready to go that you can choose. Now, I'll give you a quick
A quick rundown on the 4 different
Yeah,
flavors,
and
but
I
these
was-
will
I
be
was- I was,
posted so you can vote.
Right. I was texting with Ethan from Eternity Brewing yesterday, and he was talking to Brewmaster Ryan. Now, Brewmaster Ryan, I met him last week.
Yeah.
He's very serious. And he's truly a brewmaster. He's very serious about this, about creating a beer, that's just right. And he gave us 4 options. Now, when we talked about this, I thought there would be like a single ingredient, like, there's 4.
Yeah,
different
that's what I
ingredients.
thought too. It's like apple cinnamon or something
no.
like that. But no, these are mixtures.
Brewmaster Ryan at Eternity Brewing, he put overtime in on this. So here's your 4 options. It'll be a blonde ale for the base. So you're going to start with it. We're going to start with a keg of blonde ale. Then option 1 is lavender, vanilla bean, and lemon zest. So those 3 ingredients put together. That's
I
option
like
1.
that one.
All right. Well, hold on. You haven't heard the other options.
Well, it has vanilla in it. I like that.
Oh, okay. Option 2, passion fruit, orange guava, and Scotch bonnet pepper. Now
So that sounds fruity yet.
but you got the pepper. in there.
Pepper.
That's interesting. Option 3, hibiscus, which I always think you have to go trim. It's like out in the garden.
Yeah, it
But
affects
hibiscus,
my allergies.
raspberry, lime zest, and mint.
Ooh, that gets 4?
Yeah. Option 4 is lemon, peach, and black tea.
The bitter of the lemon. with
So
the
it's
peach.
some very interesting.
Leaves a little fuzz on your tongue.
So we're going to give you the choice.
Of which brew
of
should be
which-
the Mike and John beer.
What the Mike and John beer will be. And of course, that's going to be available at Mike and John's night at Eternity Brewing. And that's June 1st, 6 p.m. And of course, this is all to benefit the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And so that's going to be also that same night. They are welcoming the champions from last year's walk. They're going to get to come on in and they'll be honored. And we'll also be getting the teams ready for this year's walk, which is coming up September 30th in Howell. So it's going to be a great night at Eternity Brewing, June 1st, 6 o'clock. And it's Mike and John night. We're looking forward to it. And then
it should be a lot of fun.
You get to choose what the Mike and John beer is. And everybody who comes out that night and buys a Mike and John beer, they will donate a couple of bucks to the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
All right. We'll also have some Mike and John gear there. It should be a lot of fun.
Right.
All right.
Will we be there?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's our night, right?
Tonight is your night, bro.
Today is
Yes.
April 26th.
I think
I don't know what
I
you
think
were
I stopped the
sniffing.
blonde ale already. I was testing it.
It's National Kids and Pets Day. National Pretzel Day.
There you go.
Weren't we just talking about
So
pretzels?
you want a
With the
hot,
beer?
hot Sam.
Hot Sam.
Hot Sam.
It's Richter Scale Day. Mr. Richter invented the scale. And it's Remember Your First Kiss Day. Remember Your First Kiss Day. Was it?
I mean, that
during
wasn't
a
your
truth or-
mom.
No, your first,
Yeah.
romantic.
Right.
Or
What grade?
for me,
Yeah.
probably 6th.
I was a late bloomer.
Well, share
8th.
8th grade.
Yeah, it was 8th grade.
Well. 1930 on this day.
Memories.
Did you have to pay for it?
What kind of a school do you think I went to?
It was on this day in 1930. This is very important.
Yes.
1930, the twin popsicle was invented.
Oh, wow.
You know, the ones you can break in half?
It's important. Moms everywhere were
Oh,
thrilled.
it was like a double. Yeah.
Because they're like,
Share with your brother. But I don't want the grape.
don't want
I want the
that
red one. How come all the lime is left?
and it was many years later where they made them the double pops, but they were different flavors, where they put like a grape and a cherry together.
Oh, you lived in a rich subdivision.
Well, apparently because I could afford to buy kisses when I was in 8th grade.
Share a popsicle with you. Ends with a kiss. 1941, a tradition began in Chicago
Chicago.
as an organ debuted at a baseball game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if somebody exposed their organ. I wasn't sure.
No,
Okay.
the dun, dun,
Right.
dun, dun.
What
Yeah,
year?
1941. Doesn't that seem kind of late?
It seems like it would have been earlier.
Yeah.
You're right.
And Harry Carey was probably calling the game, having a few brewskis and a popsicle.
Having some blonde ale, I'm sure.
B.J. Thomas in 1975 had the longest title of a number one song on the top of the Billboard pop music chart.
All right. It was.
The song Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song?
Right. Classic. I didn't realize that was the longest.
Longest title. Yeah. 1977.
You can hear the 8-track clunking already on that B.J. Thomas.
Won't you play? 1977, New York's famed disco. Studio 54 opened. There were no strange dealings or drugs going on in that facility at that time.
Classic SNL bit with John Belushi as the manager of Studio 54, and they come out to interview him. He's got white powder under his nose. He goes, if there's been any cocaine here, it's been under my nose the entire time.
Yes, and it probably was.
And then he eats a donut.
Real.
But,
at that time. 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear reactor meltdown occurred on this day.
Oops. Sorry.
1990, Danny Wood. You know Danny.
Danny Wood.
Danny Wood of the New Kids on the Block.
Oh, yeah.
Needed hospital treatment, Danny did. After tripping over a stuffed toy on stage during a New Kids on the Block concert.
That's no good.
He didn't get made fun of at all by his
I'm sure
other kids on the block.
Oh!
He hung tough at the hospital.
Boy,
and that
horrible joke.
Your 2-cent history.
There you go.
For today.
Okay.
Interesting survey that was done by a website called Jalopnik.
I've heard of it.
Jalopnik. You know Jalopnik?
I've heard Jalopnik.
Yes.
Good old Jalopnik.
You slap a little bit of that on toast. Jalopnik.
Oh, I usually put a couple for a date. Little Jalopnik.
Oh, that's how you got the first kiss.
Yeah, that's how I got that first kiss. Oh my God,
it wasn't Old Spice.
Is that Jalopnik you have on?
Ooh, it's going to be a Jalopnik night.
Tonight is your night, bro.
They asked, what current automotive design trends are the worst? So if somebody asked you that question, what would you say?
I guess top of mind, the cube vehicles.
The cubes one.
The cube, the very square type vehicles.
There are some of those. I mean, like
it
Honda
just
had
doesn't. Right.
And the one with the gerbils that go dancing out of it. Wasn't that a Kia one?
Yeah.
And there was actually one called the Cube, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Aesthetically,
the boxy thing.
They don't do it for me. They're too square.
Video touchscreens everywhere was one of the more popular answers to that.
Okay.
Another one, and this I agree, the lack of good exterior paint colors. Because you look at some of these newer vehicles, and I don't want to pick on any in particular, but some of the remakes of classic cars, and they're like this battleship flat gray that you like the garage floor color gray, or your basement if you paint the floor gray. It's like they put that on a car.
You know what? What about drink holders? Adequate drink holders. Oftentimes, I find the drink holders are not keeping pace with the size of the drinks that we now
otherwise
have.
you just have a big, large circle in between your two seats in the front.
You can buy inserts now that you stick into the standard ones, and then
that are large,
and they like expand.
Sure.
So you can put your super bladder buster gulp thing in there.
Sure. You might as well put a piss container next to that, because you know you're going to have to pull over and go sooner or later.
If you do that, don't be drinking apple juice, because then it's too confusing.
Complicated gear shift levers. Oh. Now, some vehicles have the knob.
Right.
And then others will have your stick that's, normal.
Now, is this for manual or for
No,
automatic?
this is just regular ones, but the manuals have like my car has you can shift it into manual shift, and you just tap it. And you're like, why? There's no clutch. It's like you're a race car driver, but you're not. So, yeah, that's what some folks are complaining about, the complicated gear shift levers. The other SUVs.
I have a question, though. Okay, so I'm not a car guy. All right, I drive them. I'm just not a car guy.
Not well.
I mean, I like nice cars. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate a beautiful car, but I'm just not that guy. Anyway, so I have a shift lever, and it's an automatic, but it goes to the side, and I don't know why it does that.
That's that little manual tap shift thing you can do.
So what does it do?
Well, you can shift the gears as opposed to if you put it in the M.
Is that what that does?
That's what that does.
Will you take me out later and show me
No,
how
I'm
that
not
works?
doing
Will you give me a driving lesson around the parking lot?
Around the cul-de-sac.
Sometimes I hit it on accident.
And then you'll.
I'm like, what is this thing doing? Why are you moving? I'm an idiot.
That's what people are saying. It's complicated.
I don't like it.
Just make it simple. And all SUVs look the same. And when you think about it, it's like some of them you don't even know the brand. It's like, okay, it's an SUV.
Right.
Anything else? The ugly futuristic design of all electric vehicles, just so everybody knows that you're driving an electric vehicle. Because they do have, it's like, okay, we got all this great technology. This looks okay. But it's like if you look at a Tesla and you see the front and it's like there's no grill, even though you don't need a grill.
Right.
You just feel like there should be a grill.
Right.
Huge wheels.
I do see some odd-sized wheels on it. I'm like, wow, doesn't look right.
And some were saying that some of the trucks seem like they're stupidly macho.
Well, there's that.
When it comes to the masculinity of one's truck. Right. Some do look like. But in defense, if you're a guy, you probably don't want one that looks kind of like a Barbie mobile or something.
Well, right.
You know, because sometimes.
But how many pickup trucks, and I'm talking like the big pickups, the big Ram Tough or the Ford F-250 or whatever.
The 15,000.
And you're like, the Ford F Cube, the third power, 1,300, whatever the hell it is.
Plus.
Yeah. And you go, what do you do? And I'm a computer programmer. You're like, why do you?
I like the guys that just put the really big wheels on them and they take them up another foot. And you're like, did you really need that?
Right.
You mud bogging or what?
Compensating a little bit?
Could be.
Yeah.
And that was
nice
from
truck nuts you got on there.
I'd like to thank Jalopnik for providing us with this information and food for thought today. Yeah, Jalopnik.
That's right. You know what? And if you want to hear this kind of intelligent banter,
deep conversation
like we've had today.
Yes.
You want to see GIGO continue.
You want to have us decide where to put the graphic and get rid of the crap behind us. There's a way you can help out and support this podcast.
So if you want to support what we're doing here at GIGO, you can go. It's very easy. I've got the QR code up on the screen now for Venmo. Any kind of donation that you would appreciate to make, we, of course, greatly appreciate it. And it helps us expand our services. Things like hiring Gillis Benedict, who's going to be covering some of our events over the summer with some great pictures, being able to bring on, Leah Craig to do reporting for us and do all the other things that we've been able to do. So we appreciate everyone's support. And again, as we've always said, we even just appreciate you letting our advertisers know that you appreciate their support of us. So, give Firehouse Doors a call. Say, hey, I really appreciate that you guys are supporting Mike and John or Cooper and Binkley or Murphy's Family Auto. All of them, just say, hey, I really appreciate the fact that you guys have put your money where your mouth is to help out Mike and John Got It Going On.
We were talking about cars, and John, not a car guy. Murphy's Family Auto can take care of you if you don't know how to operate your manual or your automatic stick shift.
Danny and Glenn at Murphy's Family Auto, they know. John's not a car guy. That's why I trust them. They're the car guys. All right, so Murphy's Family Auto, you can go online, murphysfamilyauto.com, or give them a call, 517-552-3040. The whole shebang, everything, they do it there. And, of course, they're open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you, and you'll save 5%.
And Rich Perlberg joining us tomorrow, as always, on Thursdays for The Less You Know. Not sure what our topic will be tomorrow.
Oh, you know what? He's not joining us tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. He's vacationing.
He is on vacation.
He's off in the Poconos.
Yeah. So
where's he at?
I don't know where I thought it was something like, I'm going to Cancun and then Alabama.
Huh, that's an interesting conversation.
That's an interesting combo. Junket you have there. Who's your travel agent? I
got a great deal on that one. You have to spend 3 days in Alabama.
It was either Alabama or Arkansas. It was one of the two. And I was like,
either one.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess.
Most states that begin with an A, I wouldn't visit.
But we will have a guest tomorrow.
We will?
Yes. We're going to be talking about the different trails across Livingston County and some of the events that are coming up this summer for folks that like to either bike or walk the trails.
That's called hiking, John.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't know anything about it.
Get your walking stick out.
I get my walker out.
There you go. Little scooter.
So, yeah. So we'll have some details on that coming up tomorrow. And
tonight, in Wednesday night trivia, it's a prize night.
Oh, right. It is a prize night.
Yes, it is.
What's the prize?
It's a gift card. Not sure what yet.
Okay.
It'll be posted tonight on our Facebook page.
So it's WN
Wednesday night bonus prize
WNPBT.
You got it.
WNPBT.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.